Hello guys, in this video we will talk about homes that I wouldn't buy and I would not recommend you to buy. Old homes, homes that are 100 years old or older. One of the reasons I wouldn't consider a home like this is because some of them have lead piping and it's very expensive to replace those, especially if nothing else was touched in the home before. So please consider cost of replacing lead piping. If you are buying an old home, it might be costly. Okay. Another thing you should be considering in older homes is tube wiring, old electric panels. They were widely used in 1960s and before that. Many homes do replace those electrical panels, but make sure check the cost of replacing this wiring in case it needs to be done. Okay. Another thing you may want to consider is asbestos report. If the home has asbestos in the construction used. Asbestos was widely used in 1950s, 1940s. So make sure if it was there at one point of time, it was removed, because asbestos, as we all know, is dangerous carcinogen, and make sure it's been taken care of. Otherwise, it needs to be removed by a certified specialist. It's costly and inconvenient and time-consuming repair of the home. Another thing is floor plan of the home. Many of older homes have smaller rooms. They have steep stairs and sometimes low ceilings, sometimes unworking fireplaces or laundry chutes. Those are also dangers for young children, for families with young kids, because we know kids like holes, like hiding in those. So this needs to be taken care of. You know what? I like old homes. They have their charm in them, and they are very well cared. Sometimes not. It depends on the home, depends on the previous owners. So there might be history of amazing renovation, amazing work in the home. There might be not such a history. So watch out, okay? It's up to you. Choose the one that suits your own needs. The next property I would not recommend is, and you'll be surprised, new homes. Why new homes? Because we are talking about new homes from bad builder, okay? We are talking about a new construction from fast construction from people who sometimes they are new to business, sometimes they are even working without license. So be aware of those, okay? Please be careful, watch, research your builder's history before you buy. Times have changed. Now it's much easier to buy a new home. Before, you might remember times when people waited in lines for 2 days, sometimes 3 days to get to get to the project. So those times have passed. Now it's much easier. So take your time, do your research before you buy a home, okay? Make sure builder is reputable builder with history of homes, successful completion of other projects. That builder will be serving warranty. Standard Tarion warranty is 7 years, so it's important, okay? We know stories of builders who built without license. We know stories of builders who never can manage, who never can finish projects. So this is something to consider, and please do your research, okay? Another thing that you should consider in a home is not buy home with oil tanks. So oil tanks used to be common thing, especially in bigger homes. So in best case scenario, those are removed. In worst case scenario, the oil is replaced with sand according to the protocols, official protocols, and it's done properly. Also, officials do come after the procedure and take a sample of the soil to make sure the soil is clean, not contaminated after the procedure. But still, I will definitely stay away from those because you never know, you know, small leak can lead to a giant peak, okay, the giant problem. So it can be very, very expensive to clean contaminated soil. So make sure the oil tank is removed and it's done properly, okay? And there is a protocol of cleaning and testing the soil. Another thing you should stay away from is fixer-upper. Okay, when we are talking about fixer-upper, there is nothing bad in those. I respect people who do fixer-uppers for a living and do it the proper way, and they help with house restorations and everything like this. But unfortunately, there are some projects that are done with pure aim to make a quick buck, and we are seeing many of those. Unfortunately, you know, people who get in this business not always finish the project properly. Sometimes it's done on with a bad craftsmanship, with a bad material in a very restrained time. So when you check the home's history and when you see you know, huge difference in sale price between now and let's say a year before, and the home was recently renovated, so apparently it was done with the sole purpose of making a quick money. So make sure if it's done properly. You know, first thing I would consider is checking deeply, because you never know what's behind the walls, how it's done. If you see poorly painted cupboards, poorly painted walls, uneven surfaces, it's a first sign of fixer-upper. Make sure you check those and stay away from homes like this, okay? There is nothing wrong when the job was done properly, when you know, people do it for themselves and live in the home and love it, but you know, when it's done with the pure aim to make a quick bucks, it needs to be investigated. Check the house history. There are some applications like House Sigma. You can quickly get a preview of the sale price and the sale history of the home. So make sure you check the history of the home, okay? Ask your agent to get seller information document. Sometimes it exists, sometimes it doesn't, but it's good to have also, okay? Another type of things that you should consider is renovation. I would say over personalized renovation. We are talking about, you know, sometimes it might be crazy expensive kitchen, and it may look great, it may feel great, and you may like it, but you know, those mahogany cupboards with expensive cravings around them. It may not be something your buyer will like, and may not be something that they are willing to pay for it. Okay, so things like huge fish tanks, I don't know, special rooms, hiding rooms, you know, something very unique in the home. Sooner or later, it will come to your attention that it needs to be changed, especially if you are to sell your home. Yeah, things like this, don't consider buying, okay? Well, thank you for spending those few moments with me. I hope you know a little more about buying a home in today's market. If you'd like to know more about real estate, subscribe to my channel. And if you are interested in knowing more about Toronto and Toronto real estate, watch this video next.